Greetings and salutations, baneful brethren. I am Stacy.
And I'm Hannah.
And this is Toxis. Welcome. How's it going, Hannah?
Oh, not too bad. Could be better, could be worse.
Yeah. So just leveling out, eh?
Yeah.
Not leveling up, leveling out.
The nightmare persists, but so do I.
Ah, lovely. So let's get right down to business here. Hannah, pray tell, what is sweeter than chocolate cake and coconut cream pie put together?
Diabetes?
I don't know how sweet that is, but...
I don't have the answer.
What is the dish that is best served cold?
Revenge.
Revenge. That's what we're doing this week. Revenge. We have pro-revenge. We have nuclear revenge.
Okay,
yeah,
so our
baby.
toxic Reddit theme today is revenge.
Revenge.
Ooh, I dig it.
Yeah, baby. Okay, so let's start with a pro-revenge, shall we?
Yes.
This is from r/pro-revenge, and it is titled A Lawyer's Pro-Revenge on a Landlord. Landlords are assholes. Generally speaking, everyone knows that. But if you think residential landlords are bad, they're nothing compared to commercial landlords. Landlords of commercial buildings are some of the cruelest, nastiest people I've ever come across. This revenge tale is about a commercial landlord and how I dealt with him.
I'm pretty excited
Yeah,
to do this
man.
right now.
Back in the 90s, sometimes I'd go for lunch at this restaurant in the basement of our building. The place was called The Vault because it had a massive bank vault that had always been there, dating back to the days before the place was turned into a restaurant. The vault was so huge that they could seat a couple of tables in there, and you could eat dinner surrounded by rows of old gleaming safe deposit boxes.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
I kind of want to go there.
Yeah, right? One day I was there for lunch and the owner took me aside. Quote, "The landlord's driving me nuts," he said. "The landlord drives everyone nuts," I said. I was a subtenant in the same building, sharing space with an old lawyer, Aaron, and the landlord was always causing us trouble. I already had a few run-ins with him, and we hated each other on sight. In most jurisdictions, commercial landlords don't need court orders to get you out if you're late with the rent. Instead, they just change the locks, and you find out about it when you show up and your key doesn't work anymore. Wow, that's diabolical. Every time our landlord had a dispute with anyone, which was often, he'd always threaten to change the locks. "He keeps demanding all this stuff for extra rent," the vault's owner said, "and it's really weird because a lot of it's really old." The restaurant owner showed me a letter the landlord had served on him earlier that day. I looked over the demand and read a list of expenses for snow removal and parking lot repair and common area flooding and all kinds of crap going back years. I read it all the way to the end, and there it was, the usual clause saying he was going to change the locks if the tenant, if the tenant didn't pay this and do that and, all that shit. I said that. "You do something to make the landlord hate you?" I asked, because this is a bit over the top, even for our asshole landlord. "He knows I'm moving the restaurant. I think he's trying to grab as much money as possible before I go. Plus, he's giving me grief over the vault," he said. "He won't let you take it with you?" "Are you kidding? It weighs almost 100 tons and I don't need it, but the lease says I have to remove it and that I also have to restore the building to what it was before there was a vault."
No, that's not how you rented it. What? No.
That's how we rented it. There was a vault there because there was a bank years ago.
So why would you have to remove it? It was already there. That
Yep.
doesn't even fucking make sense.
That would cost a fortune. The asshole landlord says if I leave the vault behind when I move, he'll sue. Send your lease up to the office and let me look at it, I said. I finished my lunch, and when I got back to my office, the lease was waiting for me. It was just as bad as the restaurant owner said. The lease was a renewal of an assignment of a renewal. The original document dating back to shortly after World War II,
Get fucked.
when a bank first leased the place and the vault was installed. Somehow the landlord had suckered the restaurant into taking over a lease that left him liable to remove the bank vault at the end of term. Wow. But the bank didn't even do it, so...
That's greasy as fuck.
Isn't it?
He should have read that document before he fucking signed it, first of all. But let's get into it. I can't wait.
Fuck. No big deal, I thought. The restaurant can default, and all the landlord can do is sue a shell company. But when I got to the last page of the lease, there was a guarantee clause. The restaurant owner had personally guaranteed the lease, and he was on the hook for removing a vault weighing 100 tons and then fixing the place up. It would cost a fortune. The case was hopeless, of course. That was obvious right away. But then I thought about the asshole landlord with his demands and his threats and his rent hikes, and I asked my brain to do me a solid, which it promptly did. I picked up the phone and called the restaurant owner. I'm fucked, right? He said. You're calling me to say there's no way out. That's what my commercial lawyer already said. But I just thought I'd ask. I can save you, but it's going to cost. How much? $5,000 in legals and another G note for the agent.
So just 6,000?
Mm-hmm.
That's it?
Agent? What kind of agent? Yeah, just $6,000 apparently.
Well, how much would it cost to restore the building and remove the vault?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Way
6 G's
much
it
more.
is. Let's fucking go, bro.
Yeah, no doubt.
Let's see where this goes.
Agent? What kind of agent? Real estate. Send up a check, certified, and leave the rest to me. The check hit my desk in less than an hour. I went to Aaron's office. I need a real estate agent, I said. You buying a house? Nope. Selling a house? Nope. By this point, I'd been sharing space with Aaron for almost 5 years, and he knew me pretty well. You pulling one of your stunts again, he asked. Yep, but nothing that will get you into trouble. Aaron reached out for his old school Rolodex.
No way. He's got a fucking Rolodex? I'm already in love.
Right? I was just going to say I love Aaron already. And started flipping through it. I know a guy, he said. I know a guy. Aaron knew all kinds of guys, and that's one of the reasons he eventually got disbarred. But he knew a guy, and he gave me the agent's name and number, and the next day I paid the agent a visit. I told him what I needed, and we agreed to terms. I gave him some papers and the cash for his fee. A few days later, I was again at the vault for lunch. The owner saw me walk in and greeted me himself. The landlord's here, he said. Why? For lunch, and to be an asshole. Let's sit in the vault room so I don't have to look at his face. He took me to the vault room, and with the door almost completely closed, we had a consultation while we ate pasta and drank red wine. We're making demand on the landlord, I said, between bites of a perfect carbonara. Demand? What are we demanding? I pulled a document out of my briefcase and passed it to him while I sipped my wine. We're demanding that the asshole landlord release all the restaurant equipment, all the fixtures, the ovens, the freezers, the ventilation, everything you need to run a restaurant. The lease exempts all that stuff, the restaurant guy told me. He can't stop me taking what I want. The only thing that matters is the vault, and of course I don't want that. I shook my head. You need the vault, I said, and we're demanding that he release the bank vault as well. We're insisting that he let you take it out within 7 business days. You think you can beat the landlord with reverse psychology? You think if you treat him like a 2-year-old, you can manipulate him into doing what you want? We'll find out soon enough. He's had the demand for a couple days now. The restaurant owner dropped his wine glass and it shattered on the marble floor. You already gave it to him? The restaurant owner said. He got up, swung open the vault door, and called for the waiter to clean up the mess. Let's see what the landlord has to say, I told him. And we walked over to the landlord's table. The The landlord was a big, beefy man with a big appetite. He sat alone, eating a rack of lamb wolfishly with his hands. "My client needs an answer today," I said. The landlord looked up at me as he chewed noisily. Ugh, that's gross. I would have slapped him in the face.
Right?
Ugh. "I'm the vault's lawyer," I said. "I gave you a demand the other day. My client needs an answer right now. He needs the vault for a new place, and he's got to make arrangements." "Your client can forget about the bank vault," he said, wiping his massive greasy hands on an already soiled napkin. "But you can't do that," I said. My shock was feigned, but the restaurant owner's jaw dropped for real. The landlord laughed at us. "I'm the landlord. I can do what I want." "I'm going to need that in writing, because my client might sue," I said.
This landlord is a fucking idiot right now, my dude.
"Sue all you like," the landlord told me. "Sue till you're blue in the face." He told me that I'd have a formal response by day's end, and then he told me to go away and let him finish his lunch. When the letter arrived from the landlord claiming ownership over the bank vault, I brought it downstairs and showed it to my client. "How the hell did you do that?" "Trade secret," I said. The following month, the restaurant moved out and the place was empty. And that was too bad, because I had always liked eating at the vault. Now the restaurant was in a new location 20 minutes away. They called the new place the Vault, and they'd preserved the vibe of the old place. It was very similar, except they didn't have the bank vault. The bank vault, all 100 tons of it, was where it had always been, in the basement of the building where I rented space. I showed up for work a little after that, and Aaron collared me. "The landlord's looking for you," he said. "Oh yeah? What about?" "He's really angry. He said his deal fell through." "Deal?" "He was supposed to rent the place downstairs to a new tenant, a bank or a credit union or something. They were supposed to come in to sign a lease, but they didn't show up." "And what's that got to do with me?" I said to Aaron. And I said the same thing to the landlord when he managed to track me down a couple days later. "I know you were behind this," he said, his jowls quivering. "I know it was you. The offer from the agent, it was all bullshit. Just a trick to make me keep the vault so that your client could sneak out of the place and leave that fucking bank vault behind."
Oh, no, he didn't.
"I'm going to sue you. If you're looking for counsel, I think I'm going to have to declare a conflict." That's funny. "I'm going to sue the restaurant and that agent, and I'm going to sue you." He stormed off. But the landlord didn't sue. Of course he didn't. He didn't have a contract to sue on. Only a vague letter of intent that I'd drafted, enough to hook a greedy landlord who was used to having his way. The offer he'd received was non-binding, incapable of acceptance without the signing of a formal lease, which, of course, never got signed. When I left Aaron's place a year later, the downstairs was still unoccupied, and a sad "for rent" sign sitting in the window, starting to look faded.
I fucking love it.
Isn't that beautiful?
Oh, I fucking love it. That is
beautiful.
Oh my god. Just fucking love it. And the wonderful thing about it is, in that new restaurant, honestly, you could fucking frame in a room, and you can have the outside painted perfectly, add depth, add pillars, add knobs and spinning things, and you can make a fake vault and make it look really nice in the new place, and you're free from that toxic piece of shit.
Yep.
That is fantastic.
They could do that, like,
you could
they could frame out like a back room or something like that, and that could be your special room that you get the good fucking money for.
Like
the
VIP
vault room. Yeah,
shit?
Exactly. Yep. Yeah, man.
Fuck, that's amazing. I love that lawyer. Kudos to him. That's fucking prime real estate.
Yeah. So the first comment says, "Ooh, this story makes me very happy. Well done."
Right?
But it's the second comment, Hannah.
Oh, no.
This second comment made me happy. It did my hair. It paid my bills. It cleared my skin. It did everything for me that I needed it to do.
I can't wait.
Made me want to don a fedora and smoke a cigarette under a streetlight in the rain and recall the time I was slipped a Mickey Finn by some sweet-cheeked woman who knew the score whilst I was tailing the fat man.
That's fucking amazing. Oh my god, that is the whipped cream and the cherry on my fucking banana cream pie.
Oh my god, I fucking love that. I see it. When I'm reading it, I see it.
You can picture him standing in the dark under the streetlight in a long dark coat.
Head down, hat slightly tilted, smoke in one hand, flipping a coin with his thumb in the other.
Shady as fuck.
Yeah. Oh, I love it so much.
It's literally Fallout New Vegas in my mind.
Oh, yeah, I guess it would be, yeah.
Yeah.
I loved watching you play that. Just for the music, even.
I actually have a full Fallout playlist that includes all of Fallout New Vegas' songs.
That's lovely music.
They're fantastic. I love it.
Held for questioning, held. I don't know what that's from, but...
Johnny Guitar.
It's from one of those games. That song, Held for questioning. And my son Hunter, he plays pretty much the same games that that Hannah does, sorry. And he came out one day and he was singing that, and my fuck if that song didn't get stuck in my head for about a week.
Kind of like Havana by Camila Cabello.
Oh, don't start. Don't fucking start. Oh my god.
I just came to say you're welcome.
Okay, now.
I just became Samoan there.
Let's go to a,
So that was pro-revenge.
Yes.
What's next?
Shall we try a nuclear revenge?
Does nuclear come after pro?
Oh yeah, nuclear is the big one.
Yeah, but isn't there extreme?
No.
There's just pro or nuclear?
I don't think there's anything bigger if there's a nuclear war, we're fucked.
I feel like extreme.
If there's a pro war, we're pretty good.
Okay.
Okay.
Nuclear.
Let's do nuclear revenge. So, this is an NSFW. Not safe for work.
Well, we're definitely not at work, so thank God for that.
And it's titled, Why We Don't See Uncle Mark Anymore.
Oh. Intrigued.
Yes.
What's his last name?
Yeah, really, eh? So, this was told to me by my dad over a drink recently. He'd gotten a little drunk and ended up admitting it to me. Said it's been too long now, and he'd paid the consequences, so there was nothing to come back on him. It's the only reason OP is posting it, it says. Because her dad can't get in trouble anymore.
Because her dad.
Right.
So this is a female.
Yeah. No, it doesn't. I think it's a male, though. Okay. I think it turns out to be a male. I'm so sorry about that. Okay. Uncle Mark was my favorite uncle when I was a child. He always invited me around to show me his airsoft gun collection, hide-and-seek parties with my friends, and even took us to the beach. He would always come with sweets for us and acted like one of us, another child who just wanted to have fun. Already in my head, red flag, red flag, red flag. Mm-hmm. But then, the day I, 7 years old, was meant to be going around because we were going for a ride to this amazing place, as per Uncle Mark. Going to take him for a ride to an amazing place.
7-year-old male, we're guessing?
Yeah.
Okay.
My dad was happy and cheerful for the entire day. He was going on about how much he loved the fact his brother wanted to be in his children's life, until he got a call. I was in my room packing my stuff when I heard the most blood-curdling scream from my dad. He was screaming and raging. I heard him rip open our front door and slam it back shut with enough force to make the picture next to it fall off the wall. I didn't see my dad for a long while after that. He never told me why until we had this talk, but that shall be explained at the end. Mom had a lot of money saved up from a minor lotto win, so we were okay, and she always smiled and said, "Daddy is just away for a little while because he was looking after me and my siblings," whenever I asked where he was. Uncle Mark didn't come around either during this time, but we did see him in town a couple times. Funnily enough, he ran away the moment my mum saw me waving at him.
So Dad's disappeared.
Mm-hmm.
Uncle's disappeared.
Uncle don't come around no more. Mm-hmm. 9 months later, Dad came home and I excitedly ran and hugged him. He hugged me right on back with a good squeeze. We had a party to celebrate him coming home. We had, it says Perry food, but party food and cake and all the usual stuff. I was just happy my dad was home, though. A week or so later, Dad sat me down with the other children and explained that Uncle Mark wouldn't be coming around anymore. When asked why, he just said Uncle Mark was a bad person, and that if he ever tried to talk to us, we were to ignore him and come find one of them. We all agreed, because my dad knew best after all.
Right?
One day...
There's got to be a reason.
One day, a year or so later, 9 at this point, I'm coming out of school to wait for my parents to pick me up. My other siblings were either at secondary school or too young for school, so it was just me. I see Uncle Mark stood there with a big grin. I get nervous when he comes up to me saying he's here to take me for a ride. I tell him I'm not supposed to talk to him, that he's a bad person, like my dad said. Uncle Mark got this scary look on his face for a second, then told me it was all good and his parents had changed their mind and, made the gesture to take my hand. That's when I saw my dad just appear.
Just appear? Like fucking Superman? Out
Yeah.
of a phone booth?
9-year-old, remember?
Yeah.
My dad punched Uncle Mark right in the face, and little old me saw blood fly as Uncle Mark went sprawling. I didn't see much after that, except Uncle Mark running away with my dad chasing him. He came back after a little while, sighed, took me in a hug. He told my mom to take me home, and that he'd see us later. I don't know why, but I knew there and then it would be a long time before I ever saw my dad again. And I was right. 5 years.
Why does he just disappear without an explanation?
5 years my dad was gone. My mom eventually admitted to us that he was in prison for protecting us, and we all guessed he'd done something to Uncle Mark. And he had. Turns out Uncle Mark liked kids. He liked them a lot.
Oh, no.
And that day...
I had a feeling this was coming, though.
Mm-hmm. And that day I was meant to go to his house. My aunt, Uncle Mark's wife, had called my dad and told him she'd found some pictures under her and Mark's bed of children, and she was scared of what to do because Mark was a big man, and it was later revealed he abused her, so she was scared to call the police on him, and my dad had gone into a rage and stormed over to his house. He'd smashed in the door to find Uncle Mark screaming at my aunt as she waved the pictures around in hysterics. My dad had beaten Uncle Mark within an inch of his life, Uncle Mark screaming he'd make him pay as the police had arrested my dad. Messed up thing was, by the time my dad had explained why he had done it, Mark managed to get the pictures, burn them, and scared his wife into saying nothing so there was no evidence. My dad was sent down for assault, but made sure my other uncles and older cousins were around to protect us in case Mark came back.
Jesus.
But oh no, Mark waited until my dad thought we were safe. And then, according to my dad, had come to kidnap me from the school right under their noses.
So, how old is this kid at this point? So, will he be now 14? Because 5 years later? Or is this while he's gone?
This is old, he would be he was 14 when his dad got out. But this is, he's like an adult now when his dad is telling him what went on. And then, according to my dad, had come to kidnap me from the school right under their noses. Who would stop him? People didn't believe my dad when he explained Mark was a predator. They thought he was just excusing himself for attacking him. After all, the police hadn't found anything, and his wife said my dad was a liar, whereas my dad was the big angry guy with a few assaults under his belt already. So all they saw was my nice uncle here to pick me up. He had gotten away from my dad at the school, and my dad had tripped, and it gave him the chance to run. But my dad knew where he would go. Knew Uncle Mark would run home to hide, and more than likely destroy any evidence he had gotten since destroying the last lot. He also knew the police would be on his tail for the attack at the school, so he didn't have too long. Difference was, though, my dad had his car, while Uncle Mark was on foot. Mm-hmm. So he drove over and demanded to know if my aunt was going to lie again, after what Uncle Mark had just tried to pull. Now, I don't like my aunt much after what she had pulled the first time, but I think in that moment she really realized what a monster my uncle was. He was willing to do this to her nephew, just for pathetic revenge for being called out as a predator. She said she wouldn't stop my dad or save Mark this time. My dad ordered her to get all the evidence she could as he waited for Mark to appear. She came back down with pictures. Lots of pictures. He then told her to go, wait 1 hour, and then call the police. He was ending this. And as Uncle Mark appeared, my dad, who had been waiting behind the wall of his garden, slammed him through the door of his house, and then proceeded to beat him to death in his doorway. He apparently, towards the end, couldn't see the floor through the blood.
That's... wow.
Awesome. That's what needs to happen to every fucking pedophile.
Yeah, but the part that I'm concerned about is that dad going to jail for the rest of his life for murdering him. Not the part about the pedophile dying. That's perfectly fine. I'm okay with that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm afraid for this dad.
Yeah. My dad was arrested on murder and did so without resistance, only saying he wished they'd done this job for him. But when it was revealed that Uncle Mark was indeed a predator who had attempted to kidnap me, and the fact that they had to face the fact they had allowed a predator to run free, he was instead charged for manslaughter.
Okay.
His lawyer stating my father had gone into a protective rage and had only intended to render him harmless. Perfect.
Thank God.
Yeah.
Thank God for that. I was worried for this dad because he was literally protecting his kid from
Yeah.
a fucking pedophile.
Mm-hmm.
You shouldn't go to jail for that.
Nope. Funnily enough, no one argued in defense of the predator for my dad getting the murder charges. He said he didn't regret it, but that he wished he had done something else purely so that he didn't miss out on so much of my life. I told him I was forever going to be proud of him for that and that I loved him. I was a bit shocked. I wasn't told just what Uncle Mark was for so long, but my dad asked if it would have made it any better to be told as a child what he really was, or now as a man who can handle the truth. And he was right. Me as a child would not have been able to mentally handle it. I'm barely able to handle it now. That's the end. What do you think?
Towards the end there, I was getting goosebumps just listening to how the kid and the dad and the pride and fuck yeah.
Yeah.
With a capital fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Because I don't think pedophiles should be allowed to walk the earth. Anybody who touches a child should immediately, there should be
death.
no questions. It should be death.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah. Not even a trial or anything, just death.
Just euthanize it, put it to sleep, get rid of it, throw it in a fucking burn barrel. Because that is fucking disgusting.
Burn barrel? That's too fucking good for them.
You know what I mean. Just get rid of it. There should be no acceptance.
Throw it in raw
for that.
sewage.
It's just like there should be no acceptance for rape or things like that. Like there's certain things that I think you can be rehabilitated from. There's certain mistakes I think you can be rehabilitated from or be taught something from jail or courses or probation or this or that. But rape and murder and pedophilia and things like that, there should be no going back.
Depends on the murder too, like this.
You know what I mean, like regular, everyday,
but like serial murders and shit like that.
Murdering your parents and shit like that.
Yeah,
like,
no.
There's certain types of things that I think
You're
types
greedy
of
then,
murders,
you're always going to be greedy.
Yeah.
You know?
There's certain things I think you can atone for and you should have the opportunity. But pedophilia is not fucking one of them.
No. Because that's a sickness, man. That's a sickness. That is not a...
or a sexual orientation.
Yeah, that is not an orientation. That is a fucking sickness. That is like being a serial murderer.
There are only 3 sexual orientations. Straight, bisexual, and gay. That's it.
Yeah.
Everything else is mental fucking illness.
Okay, so we have the first comment here. Jury nullification. If I had been on that jury, I would have convinced the other jurors not to charge him at all.
Hell yeah.
Yep.
I agree with that.
Yep, no doubt.
Not even manslaughter. You did the police's job for them and avoided the fucking paperwork.
Yep. Yep. Lawyers often are not allowed to tell the jury it is jury nullification, so it is your civic duty to explain this to other jurors. A mistrial can occur if it's brought up in open court. Oh, interesting. Interesting. Very, very interesting, yes? Yes. Yeah, kudos to that fucking dad for doing what he did.
I 100% agree. I got goosebumps just listening to the kid talk about how he was proud of his dad for doing that. Fuck yeah.
Fucking right, man. Fucking right, man. Okay. Let's see. Which one should we do next, Miss Hannah? Should we do...
Do we have a choice?
Tricking my slacker coworker into sabotaging himself.
Is this a pro or a nuclear?
It's a pro.
Okay.
Or bamboo for you.
Is it a pro or a nuclear?
Pro.
I'm kind of intrigued. What's the bamboo about? Like, I love coworker revenge.
You want to do the bamboo?
I've had a few coworkers in my time that I would have loved to torture.
Yeah.
Because they're awful.
I think that would be nuclear, though, not pro. If you're torturing them.
If I was
well, depends on the torture.
If I was doing it, it would be fucking Hiroshima-sized.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay. Bamboo for you. I have a crappy neighbor with a crappy girlfriend. Oh, wow.
Just straight to the fucking point. Here
no
we go.
doubt. Who moved into our small and tight-knit neighborhood about 5 years ago. My girlfriend, who was about 20 years younger... Oh, no. The girlfriend, who was about 20 years younger, is okay, but he is an absolute nightmare. The first few months they were here, their very dangerous dogs kept getting out and chasing neighbors into their homes. They've dug under my fence and attacked 2 of my dogs. Both dogs are okay. You cannot talk to him, as he's a man who cannot take accountability whatsoever. Oh, so, I hate throwing around this word, but that sounds very narcissistic. Mm-hmm. A realtor reported him for leaving his boat parked at his house, and he took it out on all the other neighbors and started reporting everyone for the dumbest shit. Oh, this is a lovely human, isn't it?
Mm.
Fuck. Well, now, he started breeding Dachshunds. I have a Dachshund as well, and know they can be stubborn, to say the least.
Or regular sized?
Just says Dachshunds.
Okay.
But as a responsible owner, I've trained him not to bark outside. Inside is fine, because I get it. Stuff outside moves. But he's very well behaved outside. And if he's not, we have a backup e-collar. Now he has decided to let the neighbor. Now the neighbor has decided to let the Dachshund stay outside all day while he's at work or when they go out to dinner or something, and the entire time they are gone, the dog barks. I have a 3-hour-long recording of them barking continuously. Animal control will not do a single thing about it because they have shade and water. So, okay, they have a pool very close to my fence, and I've heard them complaining about our very old crepe myrtle that has been there before their pool was there. So I'm not removing it. It's shade for my dogs, my chickens, and my hanging plants, not to mention a safe spot for my visiting birds. This guy loves animals. I love this guy.
Apparently.
Mm-hmm.
Got a little safe haven.
Mm-hmm. Well, we tried asking him to not keep the dogs outside all day to bark, but he told us to go fuck ourselves, basically. So, now, we have an additional crepe myrtle set up by the fence with a line of clumping bamboo in the middle. And on a branch on the crepe myrtle they hate so much is a Bluetooth speaker that just plays a lovely ringing sound for them. They haven't been able to use their pool in 3 weeks because the ringing is so bad. Here's where it gets very good. They cannot call the cops or city because their fence didn't have a permit when they put it up. And they know I'll report it immediately if they try. Jerks. Edit. This is a clumping bamboo. I just fucking had a stroke. The variety I got is very easy to manage. We also put in a rhizome barrier, R-H-I-Z-O-M-E.
Rhizome.
R-H-I-Z-O-M-E. We also put in a rhizome barrier when we planted them. It was well planned out. Thank you for your concern, though. Rhizome. I think that's how I don't even know how to say it. Oh, it's like rubber shit, so it doesn't go any further.
Yeah, so
right.
It basically stops things from growing out of where you want them.
Because bamboo goes out of fucking control.
Yeah, so it's basically a barrier to keep it from growing out of control and keep it in the space that they want it so it doesn't overtake everything else.
Perfect. Yeah, because bamboo? No. It's like Rambo, but not. Bamboo grows so quick. It grows what, like 6 inches in a day or something like that?
Well, yeah, when you first plant it, it's like right, slow, but then all of a sudden it just shoots up like fucking crazy.
Yeah, and then it like
I've never actually grown it.
It multiplies so much too. It's just bamboo is grass. That's what it is. So, yeah, it just goes everywhere real fucking quick like. But yeah, that's pretty cool. Just that annoying ringing noise. That's fucking beautiful. I love that. I don't really feel the need.
So creative.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't really feel the need to get revenge on people. Mostly I'm just like, fuck it. You're just out of my life now. I don't care. But I love reading about revenge.
Well, especially when it's fucking creative.
Mm-hmm.
Like, not just boring, standard, straight up, I'm gonna fuck with you. Like, it's super creative, passive-aggressive, manipulative. It's fucking fantastic.
Mm-hmm. Yep. This person says, that bamboo and Bluetooth setup sounds like the perfect blend of subtle sass and suburban sabotage. Kinda wonder if they've tried a fog machine yet, though. I know!
A fog machine would make it so much better.
Subtle sass and suburban sabotage sounds like a music festival lineup. It does.
I fucking love it. It falls out of your mouth so seamlessly.
The next commenter says, that's my next album name. And then the next one says, severe tire damage is the opening act.
Oh, that's fucking priceless. Boy. I love it.
Formerly known as Poop Slingshot. Oh God, Hannah was drinking. It almost went all over the microphone.
Not a good time for tea.
Formerly known as Poop Slingshot. Oh yeah. Fuck, I love Redditors. They're funny.
I'm glad I picked that one first. That was fucking mint.
You people are funny. Okay,
so
now...
this one is a pro-revenge?
That one was, yeah. No, that was a petty.
Oh, that was
Bamboo was a petty revenge, yeah. Now, I'm gonna steer back to nuclear revenge.
Oh, so you're not giving me the coworker one? That was a pro. I thought they were both pros. You gave
maybe
me the choice.
We'll put that on our exclusive content.
Okay.
Yeah.
Back to nuclear? I love nuclear.
Nuclear revenge. Okay. Now listen to this, okay?
Listen, Linda. Just listen.
Listen, Linda. Threaten my friend with revenge porn? I'll ruin your whole damn life.
Well, this is going to be fucking intense.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, baby. Oh, life ruiners. gotta love a good life ruiner.
Know a few of them, yeah.
Okay, my very good friend made some slightly dumb mistakes and sent some pictures to someone that she reasonably thought she could trust, but not knowing much more than his first name, his screen name, and roughly where he lived and the type of work he did. He is not in our country, but had indicated that he would be traveling for work to near us shortly, and they had made some plans to meet. And when she got some red flags and backed out, the dude threatened to publish these pictures online. What a fucking douche.
Well, I mean, don't ever fucking send anybody anything of you.
Yep. Once it's on the internet, it's on the fucking internet.
Yeah, she's a little stupid to begin with, in my opinion, but...
But live and learn, too, you know? So, I am, incidentally, an attorney.
Oh.
So, some searching later and gathering up any pictures he sent her of him that could possibly identify him, his online handle, led me to a TikTok page, which led me to an Instagram page with his name on it.
Oh, with his real name.
That led to a LinkedIn page with his place of work that matched a picture he sent with a branded polo he was wearing.
Uh-oh.
Some more searches got me the email of the CEO, the VP, and of HR, operations manager, and public relations manager.
So hopefully he's not pretending to be this person, and he's gonna be fucked.
Mm-hmm. I just fired off an email on behalf of my client of the screenshots of him threatening revenge porn, snippets of the conversations showing that username while he sent that exact picture of him wearing his company's branded apparel, links to how I know it's him, along with pictures he sent her of his motorcycle with the license plate showing, as further proof that it's him. I also included screenshots of him discussing a workplace incident that were time-stamped, along with pieces of dialogue discussing how he had sex with an ex at his place of work, and discussing plans to have sex with her in his office as well. I also included a picture he sent of her showing his work laptop with his entire Outlook calendar, along with proprietary information which he sent to prove he was busy, along with other pictures he took of his workplace with non-consenting employees. I further informed his employer that I will be forwarding all this information to them, law enforcement, and since he had indicated that he would be traveling to the United States soon, will also forward this to the local office of the Federal Bureau of Investigation, as since my client is a U.S. citizen on U.S. soil, these threats constituted a federal crime.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Is this lawyer female or male?
I'm thinking female.
Because it's savage.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm thinking it's probably a female
Yeah.
too, because this is next level violence.
Oh, yeah. I love it. So that should they continue with his employment and continue with their plans to send him to the United States for work, I will ensure, on behalf of my client, that federal law enforcement is waiting for him on arrival, which I will do as one of the assistant U.S. attorneys for this region is a law school buddy of mine. Since I gave his license plate number, I know where he lives, and will be contacting his local authorities tomorrow. You dumb motherfucker, thinking you were hiding around anonymity, thinking you could threaten my friend. It took me 45 minutes to destroy your life.
45 minutes, that's
Yep.
it? That's definitely a fucking woman.
It's
That
gotta be.
has to be.
Yeah.
Because men don't work that fast.
Or like
A.
the best male friend ever.
Or care that much.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I don't know. I have a feeling it's a woman.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't wait for these comments. Give them to me. Is there any edits? Any updates? I'm so excited.
Update. Barely 12 hours later. Before I get into the update, though, I want to clarify a few things from my original post, primarily about the contact to the employer and why. Some questioned its truthfulness. While the entire story is true, some details were omitted for various reasons. There was more I had in our possession that did positively identify this individual. So would a lawyer contact his employer? Like some stated, would not be done. Depends. I did not do what I did on behalf of a client who retained me. I did it as a friend to help a friend. And as her friend, who was also a labor and employment law attorney, I knew exactly how to squeeze this. And here's the thing. I was absolutely aware from the onset that the revenge porn threat would go nowhere with his employer. Even if I could clearly lay out how the person with this screen name was in fact this person who works at this company, all we had are screenshots. If it was just a revenge porn threat, any employer would go, well, thank you for bringing it to our attention, but even if we accept our employee uses a screen name and we neither confirm nor deny anyone of that name works here, we have no provenance on this. This is just an alleged screenshot of an alleged conversation that could be easily edited and manipulated. Please feel free to pursue this with local authorities, and rest assured, should we be asked to, we will cooperate fully with any law enforcement inquiry, but we have no further comment at this time. Wow, they even said what the company was going to say if it was just revenge porn. That's pretty cool. And I know that's what they would say, because that's exactly what I would say. An alleged screenshot of an alleged conversation with an allegedly sent under an alleged username that is allegedly one of our employees. Whatever, dude, call the cops if you're worried about it. We'll answer them honestly if they come to us.
That's a lot of allegeds.
Mm-hmm.
It's extreme.
Yeah. Allegedly. The issue wasn't the revenge porn threat. It was the picture of the contents of the work laptop. Because that can't be faked. There's no way for her or me to create a false image of the actual proprietary information on his work computer unless he sent it.
Yeah, you can't make that shit. Like, you could probably draft something, but you would see in the notes in the
Specific
calendar
things, yeah.
that it's not real because you wouldn't have the specifics.
Exactly.
So it had to be real.
Yeah. Yep. There's no way for me or her to have possession of images taken of his coworkers without their consent unless he sent them. The proof here wasn't that this person broke the law. It's that he sent pictures of company employees and property which would absolutely be verifiable.
Verifiable?
Thank you. By their IT department that yes, this is absolutely his laptop. That's what would get him fired. So I advised my friend not to block him, to sit back and wait and not respond to anything, but let him dig himself in deeper. And respond he did. Update number 2.
Update number 2? Oh God, you're just giving me all the goods today.
He's been fired. So, with now definitive proof that the individual in the online conversation is in fact this person, we will forward it to all the local authorities in his country, along with his license plate number. They're more than capable of getting his home address. He was fired.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah,
in
baby.
The capital, fuck yeah.
And he can't come to the States?
What country?
Or go to the
this
States? We're
dude
not in the
from?
States. What am I talking about? I don't know, man, but it's fucking beautiful. She doesn't say the country. Her handle, or his or her handle, is Further Dimensions. That's true. You went further.
Mm-hmm.
That's for fucking sure.
Fuck, that was nuclear.
Yeah, that was
Loved
beautiful,
every
wasn't it?
second of it. What do we got for juicy comments, though?
Let's see. Yeah, let me go back to it. I'm so sorry I got off of it, but let me see comments. I can't
That's what she
believe people
said.
didn't understand the proof you sent to the company. As soon as I saw that he sent pics of the company property employees, I knew he was fired. Yeah, no doubt, eh? Further Dimensions responds, I admit I was a little confused by the whole no lawyer would ever do that. Seriously? You hurt a friend and hand me a way to fuck with you, and you think I won't press that button as hard as I can? What is it you people think we do? It's true.
It's literally what lawyers do.
True.
Is they argue and fucking destroy people.
Yep.
It's
What is it you
literally their
people
job.
think we do? I love that.
Like,
I can 100% believe this. One of my best friends from college is an attorney. He's basically Bruce Banner. You do not want to make him angry. This is literally something I can see him doing with a huge smile on his face. Further Dimensions responds, I'm amused overall with people being like, that's not what an attorney would do. Send me an email. Dude, that's the first thing we do 90% of the time.
that's legitimately the first act a lawyer does is destroy somebody's credibility. That is fucking prime real estate number 1.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh my God. Rumpole of the Bailey, by the way. Huh? Somebody must have asked. That's an old... isn't that a... Yeah, that's an old British lawyer show, I think.
I have no idea. I'm way too young for that, my dude.
Yeah. I never watched it. I just heard of it because I am an old slut.
That doesn't surprise me either. Not even a little bit.
Did you see what she did? Your slutting daughter.
Not today, no. But in previous times, yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
So what do you think? Should we end it on that one?
Well, yeah, I
With
I
that
kinda
lovely
wanted
one?
I kind of wanted to, like, go over it and see if I could pick a fan favorite, because it's pretty tough.
Yeah. Let's do that.
Well, because, I mean, the lawyer with the bank vault.
Oh, I love that one. But truly the comment was like the meat of that whole thing.
Right? It was fascinatingly perfect.
Yeah.
But then nuclear revenge for the dad murdering pedophile brother.
That was just poetic justice.
I think I'm tossed up. Like the bamboo. Oh, fuck, they're all
Did you
so
say
good.
you think you're tossing off?
No, I think I'm tossed up.
Oh, okay.
No.
I knew what you said. I just wanted to make it dirty.
I'm not tossing off. That's fucking...
I'm not tossing off, I promise.
No, I'm on the fucking radio. No, I would never. But, I mean, they're all so good.
In the words of Paul Rudd, I've jacked it twice since I've been here.
I didn't do it twice, maybe thrice, perhaps.
Thrice.
Yes, but I don't know. I'm really tossed up between all 4 of these. Fuck, they're all so good. It's gonna have to be a tie between the pedophile being beaten to death and that last one, the nuclear revenge.
The nuclear lawyer, yeah.
The lawyer, yeah. No, because the first one was revenge too from the lawyer,
but I think that was only
the
pro
fourth one
revenge.
was way craftier.
And the bamboo was just chef's kiss. Just
that's what
just annoying the fuck out of someone. That's beautiful.
Yeah, it's a hard tie between the nuclear revenge on the pedophile brother and the nuclear revenge on the lawyer. They were both so fucking good.
Mm-hmm.
All 4 of them were really fucking good.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's gonna be a hard tie between those 2 for me.
Can I just say that I know I mentioned it once before. If you guys want to send us in your toxic stories or your toxic revenge stories, whatever, any kind of toxicity you got going on in your life and you want it read on the story, send it in to toxispod@gmail.com.
Yep, all one word, TOXSISPOD@gmail.com.
Yeah, we'll read them. I mean, within reason. You know, we don't want to know about any fucking crimes or anything like that haven't been solved or something. You know, just
Please
anything
don't put
like
us
that.
on unsolved mysteries.
Yeah. I don't know. I wouldn't do well on the fucking witness stand, my friend. So no, please don't do that. But yeah, we'll read your stories. Yeah, and that was the sweet revenge edition.
Yeah, toxic revenge. I loved it. I loved every second of it.
Yeah.
I can't wait for more. I don't even know what's coming, but we'll find out. Thanks for tuning in today. We explored pro-lawyer revenge on the vault, the pedophile brother, the bamboo for you, and the nuclear revenge from the lawyer. If you enjoyed the show, please subscribe and drop us a like, as we are on all platforms. If you would like to help fund our toxicity, jump on over to ko-fi.com/toxispod, as we now have exclusive members-only content to check out. Next week, I don't know what we'll be talking about. It's going to be another fucking surprise.
I know.
Don't miss it, and as always, we will see you then, baneful brethren.
And don't forget to wear a fedora and stand under a light, smoking a cigarette and flipping a coin with your other
Looking really
hand.
fucking ominous.
Yeah. Whilst tailing the fat man. Okay. Bye, brethren. We love ya.